Uh, Thank you and welcome to today's section whereby we are going to revise mathematics paper section 2. That is Kapsabet High School Boys mathematics paper. Continue sharing and commenting uh, and also continue watching in order to improve your grades. So we are going to begin with question 17, Roman 1. We are told to complete the table below, giving the values correct to two decimal places. So we have x cos 2x and sin x plus 30. So x have 0 degrees, whereby cos 2x will be 1.00 and sin x plus 30 will be 0.5. We have whereby x is 15 degrees, cos 2x that is the same as cos 30, which will be 0.87. So we fill it there, 0.87. Another blank space is cos 2 turn into 75 degrees, which will be negative 0.87. This is negative 0.87. The next one is cos 2 into 120 degrees, which will give you negative 0.50. That is negative 0.50. The next one is 150 degrees. So it is cos 2 into 150, which will give you 0.50. The next one, then that one is over. We go to the function of sine, whereby we start with sine x plus 30. So we'll have sine 15 plus 30, which is the same as sine 45. So sine 45 is 0.71. The next one is sine 75 plus 30, which is the same as sine 105. So sine 105 is the same as, which is the same as 0.97. From there, we go to the next one, which is sine x plus 30, and our x is 165. So it will be sine 195, which will give us negative 0.26. You have negative 0.26. So that column is over for 2 marks. You earn your free 2 marks. So for all of them, when they are correct, you have to earn the 2 marks. So from there, we go to the graph, Roman 2, using the grid provided. Draw on the same axis the graph of y is equal to cos 2x and y is equal to sine x plus 30 for x greater than or equal to 0 degrees and less than or equal to 180 degrees. So we can draw it here, this graph. So So let's do the other one here. Because we have negative sides. So go to 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 10 to 10. The other one can begin with here with negative 0.50. Then we have negative 1.00. Positive 0.50, then 1.00. Can have it with that. So we say it's going to be 15, 45, 75, 105, 135, 175, we have 195. So begin with the first one. We have to begin with the function of cos 2 y is equal to cos 2x. So we have 0, 1. So 0, 1 is there. We plot it there. The next one is 15, 0.87. 15, 0.87. 0.87 will be somewhere there because this one is 0.75. So that is it. Next one is 30, 0.5. 30, 0.5. It is there. Next one is 45, 00. 45, 0, 0. Sorry. 30, 0.5 has to be here. So the next one is 60, negative 0.5. 60, negative 0.5 is there. Next one is 75, negative 0.87. 75, negative 0.87. It is there. Next one is 90, negative 1. 90, negative 1. It's there. Next one is 105, negative 0.87. 105, negative 0.87. It is there. Next one is 120, negative 0.5. 120, negative 0.5. It is there. Next one is 135, 00. 135, 00. Next one is 150, 0.5. Next one is 170. Next one is, it is not 175. It's 165. So next one is 165. 0, negative 0.8 is 165, positive 0.87. So it is there. Next one is 181. Next one is 180, then 1 is there. So you can draw that one, that curve. So this is it. So that is it. That is for y is equal to cos 2x. So we go to the other one. That is y is equal to sine x plus 30. So we begin with 0, 0.5. Begin it here, 0, then 0.5. So we deduct this line. Let's redraw it. We begin with the first one, T0, 0.5. 0 then 0.5, it's there. The next one we have 15, 0.71, 15, 0.71 has to be there. Next one is 30, 0.87, 30. Then we have 0.87 has to be there. Next one we have 45, 0.97, 45, 0.97 has to be somewhere there. Then we have 61, we have 61, it has to be there. Next one we have 75, then 0.97 there. Then 90, 0.87, 90, 0.87, it's there. The next one we have 105, 0.71, 105, 0.71, it's there. We have 120, 0.5, 120, then you go to 0.5. The next one is 135, 0.26. 35, 0.26 has to be somewhere there. We have 150, 0. We have 165, negative 0.26. It's there. We have 180, negative 0.5. 180, negative 0.5. It's there. So now we can draw that curve. So it will be like this one. So that is the curve of y is equal to psi x plus 30. So you have already obtained your 5 marks. From there, you can go to Roman 3. Find the period of the curve. Y is equal to 2x. So y is equal to 2x. Its period, just come here. Its period is here. It's just 180. So 180 degrees. So the next one, Roman 4, using the graph, estimate the solutions to the following questions to the nearest degree. Sine x plus 30 minus cos 2x is equal to 0. So this one means that sine x plus 30 should be equal to cos 2x. And we go to the graph and look where the two functions are equal, sine x plus 30 and cos 2x. So where are they equal? So sine x plus 30 and cos 2x. So one of them, we have it here. We have it here. So that is at 21 degrees. It's either 21 degrees or then another one. We have it there, where the two functions are the same. It's there. So that one is the same as 140 or 140 degrees. So that is the solution of that one. You just go to the graph and uh, look where the two curves are equal. That is here and there. Here is 41 degree, 21 degrees. Here is 140 degrees. So we go to the next question. That is part B. Cos 2x is equal to 0.50. So go to cos 2x. Function of cos 2x is this one. So where is it equal to 0.5? So 0.5, we have it here. So it's either 150 degrees. It is either 30 degrees or 150 degrees. So that is 1 mark. Cos 2x is equal to 0.5. So it is either here or 150 degrees. So as simple as that. From there, we go to the next question. That's number 18. The figure below shows points on the Earth's surface. State the positions of A, B, C, and D in coordinate form. So we'll note that in coordinates form, we should start with the latitude, then longitude. Should be latitude, comma longitude. So the first one, A. So the latitude of A is 40 degrees north. Then its longitude is 30 degrees west. 30 degrees west. So we go to B. B, its latitude, it's here. So B, its latitude is 40 degrees north, then 30 degrees east. 40 degrees north, then 30 degrees east. Go to the position of C. C is here. Its latitude is 40 degrees south, comma, its longitude of C is 30 degrees east. Go to D. D is here. Its latitude is 40 degrees south, then 30 degrees west. You have obtained your 2 marks. Very simple, half. So from there, we go to question B. An aircraft flies from A to B along latitude 40 degrees north. from A to B along latitude 40 degrees north, B to C along longitude 30 degrees east, B to C along longitude 30 degrees east, C to D along latitude 40 degrees south, and then flew back to A along longitude 30 degrees west. Calculate to two decimal places the total distance it covered. So take radius of the Earth to be equal to 6,370 kilometers, and phi is 22/7. So it means that we have to calculate the total distance of A, B plus an aircraft flies from A to B along latitude 4 degrees north, B to C plus B to C plus then C to D plus C D, then plus, and then flew back to A, from D to A now, and then D A. So that will be the total distance. So distance AB, we have the formula for calculating the distance is beta out of 360 2 pi d cos theta, 2 pi r cos theta. So it has to be A to B. So A to B, they share the same latitude, but the difference in longitude will be 60 degrees. So it will be it will be 60 out of 360 times 2 times 22 out of 7 times 6,370, whereby it is the radius of the Earth, then cos 40 because they share the same latitude, then cos 40, then that is the distance of AB plus the distance of BC, whereby BC, they are sharing the same longitude of 30 degrees east. So the difference in latitude will be 40 degrees plus 40, whereby we'll have 80 out of 360 times 20 times 2 times 22 out of 7 times 6,370, then cos, they are sharing the same longitude, that is cos 30. Cos 30, then we add the distance of CD, and CD, they are sharing the same latitude, so the difference in longitude will be 30 plus 30, so it will be 60 out of 360 times 2 times 22 out of 7, then times 6,370, then cos, they are sharing the same latitude, then cos 40. So that is the distance of CD plus the distance of DA. D is 40 degrees south and 30 degrees west. A is 40 degrees north, 30 degrees west. So this one means that they are sharing the same longitude, that is 30 degrees west, 30 degrees west. So the difference in latitude will be 40 plus 40, which will give us 80. So it will be 80 out of 360 times 22 out of 7 times 2 times 6370 cos 30. So the first one gives us 5,112.069,917 plus the distance of BC, which gives us 80,897.7777 plus the distance of CD, which gives us 5,112.069,917 0.69917 plus the distance of DA, which gives us 8,897.777. So when you had the four distance, we get the total distance to be 28,019.70 kilometers. We were told to calculate it correct to two decimal places. So you already have it there. That is the total distance. So we have already read our 5 marks. Very simple. So from there we go to question part C. If the aircraft leaves A at 8 a.m. at a speed of 720 kilometers at a speed of 720 kilometers per hour to B, at what local time is it expected at B? Give your answer the nearest minute. So from A to B, if the aircraft leaves A at 8 a.m. at a speed of 720 kilometers per hour to B. So what is the distance from A to B? Distance from A to B, we would obtain it as this one. So since we have the distance and we have the speed, we have to find the time. We know that time is equal to distance out of speed. So time from A to B will be equal to our distance is 5,112.069917. We divided by the total speed, that is 720 kilometers. So this one is 720 kilometers per hour. So upon dividing that one, we'll get our answer as 7 hours, 6 minutes. So that is the time that it took from A to B. So local time at B will be equal to the difference in longitude What is the difference in longitude? So we go to A, then B. A, B, difference in longitude has to be 30 degrees because it is 30 degrees west and 30 degrees east. So we add the two. So it will be 60. So difference in longitude will be 60 degrees. And we all know very well that 1 degree is the same as 4 minutes. So what about 60 degrees? So cross multiply. So it will be the same as 240 minutes, which is just equal to 1 hour is 60 minutes. So what about 240 minutes? So that one will give us 4 hours. So 4 hours, it means that in order to get the local time at B, we have to add these 4 hours to 8. So it will be 8, 10 plus 4 hours, which will give us 12 noon. So when at A was 8 a.m., B was 12 noon. So, and understand that from A to B, it took 7 hours, 6 minutes. So it means that we have to add the 7 hours, 6 minutes to 12 noon so that we can get the time that it arrived at B. So it will be 12 noon. We had 7 hours, 6 minutes, so which will give us 19. powers, or which is just the same as 706 p.m. So that is 3 marks. So from there, you already have your 3 marks. We already obtained our 5 marks and we already obtained our 2 marks. A very simple question that you don't have to miss in your exam. You now have your full 10 marks. From there, go to the next number, that is number 19. A, B, and C, D are chords of a circle. Construct the circle with the center O and measure its radius. Here, unfortunately, we don't have the tools, so we can just skip the question and go to the next one. That is number 20. The diagram below represents a cuboid A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, in which F, G is 6 centimeters. GH is 12 centimeters and HC is equal to 8 centimeters. Calculate to 2 decimal places the length of FC. So we are to calculate the length of FC. FC, we have it here. So that is our FC. So, but before we determine our FC, we have to find our FH, which is just there. So our FH is just with a Pythagoras theorem, 6 squared plus 12 squared, whereby we'll get a 13.4164. So we need FC. So FC should be equal to, now we have 8 here and we have 13.4164 there. So you can still use Pythagoras theorem. That is the same as our hypotenuse. So it will be 13.4164 squared plus 8 squared, which will give us 15.62. Then it is in centimeters. It is correct into 2 decimal places. So that was our length FC, 2 marks, 3 of them. From there, we go to part B, the size of the angle between the lines FC and FH. FC and FH. So we are told to calculate this angle, the angle between lines FC and FH. This is H, angle theta. Let's draw that triangle. We have it here. B plus theta. So we have there 13.4164. Now height is 8 centimeters. So this is F. This is H. Then we have C there. We are taught to calculate the angle between lines FC and FH. So this is here. So when you look at the relation between 8, 13.464 and theta, realize that this one is opposite, this one is adjacent. So there we have to use tan. So tan theta should be equal to opposite, that is 8, over adjacent, that is 13.4164. So theta will be equal to tan inverse of 8 out of 13.4164, which will be equal to 30.80 degrees. So that is your answer there. You have obtained other 2 marks. So we go to Roman B, Roman 2. The sides of the angle between lines AB and FH. AB and FH. So AB and FH, we can skew AB to become FG. So it's like they want this angle, the angle that is between FG and FH. So FG is the same as AB. So we can draw that triangle. So the triangle will be like this one. You have beta, then you have FG, which is just the same as AB. So, and we have FH here. So, with that one, we have we have 8, we have 6, which is this one. Then we also have BH or GH, which is the same as 8, 12 centimeters, which is here. So when you look at the relation between the theta, 6 and 12, you realize that this one needs the knowledge of tan. So tan theta will be equal to opposite, that is 12, out of adjacent, that is 6. So tan theta should be equal to 2. So theta should be equal to tan inverse of 2, which gives you 63.43 degrees. So that is one answer there. Here is 63.43 degrees. We go to part C. The size of the angle between planes ABHF and FGH. ABHF, ABHF, and FGHE. FGHE. So we have this plane and the underlying plane, the base one. So that one, look at it very well, we realize that let's draw it. So we have 8 there, then 12 here. So that one will be tan theta is equal to 8 out of 12. So tan theta is equal to half. So theta should be equal to tan inverse of half, which gives us 33.69 degrees. So that is it. This degrees. So from there we go to part D, the space occupied by the cuboid, that is volume. Know that volume of a cube is given by length times width times height. So this one is equal to what? Our length we have 6, 12, 8. So it will be equal to 6 times 12 times 8. So which gives us 576 centimeters cubed. So it is as simple as that. That is, you have obtained your 2 marks, a total of 10 marks. Very simple. From there, you get the next question, that is number 21. Three points, A, 1, 4, B, -2, 0, and C, 4, -2, of a triangle are mapped onto A prime, 74, B prime, XY, and C prime, 10, 16, by a transformation N, which is equal to A, B, C, D. Find Roman 1 matrix N of the transformation. So note that whenever we multiply an object by a matrix, we should get the image. So our object is 1, 4, -2, 0, 4, -2. Means that whenever we multiply it with our matrix, that is A, B, C, D, we should get our image, that is 7, 4, X, Y, then 10, 16. So beginning the first one, so when we multiply that one, it gives us, that is A plus 4B. We have A plus 4B, then we have -2A, then we have 4A minus 2B, then we go to the other one, 4A plus, we have C, that is 1 times C, so it is C plus 4D. Then the next one, we have -2C plus 0D, so it is the same as -2C. The next one, we have 4B minus 2D, 4C. 4C minus 2D should be equal to 7, 4XY, then 10, 16. So therefore, we have to equate them where necessary. So means that A plus 4B is equal to 7, and 4A minus 2B is equal to 10. So when you solve the simultaneous equation, you'll get that your A is equal to 3 and B is equal to 1. We have another one, that C plus 4D is equal to 4, and 4C minus 2D is equal to 16. So when you solving the simultaneous equations, solving simultaneous equation, because we don't have the space, gives that C is equal to 4 and D is equal to 0. Therefore, our matrix M, which was A, B, C, D, will become a matrix become N, which was A, B, C, D. So our A is 3, B is 1, C was 4, then D was 0. So that is it. You have full 4 marks. So out of the 10 marks, you have already ripped out your 4 marks, you are remaining with 6. Let's get into the question and obtain the remaining 6. The coordinates of B prime. So this one was A prime, B prime, then C prime. This was A, B, C. So it means that negative 2A should be equal to X and negative 2C should be equal to Y. So negative 2A was equal to X. So our A is equal to 3. So X will be equal to negative 2 into 3, which is just equal to negative 6. So, and negative 2C was equal to Y, but our C was 4. So Y is equal to negative 2 into 4, which gives us negative 8. Therefore, the coordinates of B prime, so B prime, which was X, Y, becomes negative 6, negative 8. Very simple and clear. From there, we go to Roman 3, which is 2 marks. We told that A double prime, B double prime, C double prime are the image of A prime, B prime, and C prime, and the transformation is represented by matrix M. Write down the coordinates of A double prime, B double prime, and C double primes. So we all know that whenever we multiply an object by a matrix of transformation, we should get the image. So our object is this one, our image is this one, our matrix of transformation is this one. So our object of A prime, B prime, C prime is A prime is 74. You have 74. Then our B prime is here, negative 6, negative 8. Then C prime becomes 10, 16. You have it there as 10, 16. Then our matrix of transformation becomes 2, negative 1, 1, 0. So should be equal to what? So we multiply them. It means that it is the same as uh sorry, we should start with the matrix. In order for it to work well, we should start with the matrix then object. So our matrix is 2, 1, negative 1, 0. And our object was 74. That is A prime, B prime, then C prime. T7 4. B prime is -6, -8. C prime is 10 16. We have it there as 10 16. So that will get our A double prime, B double prime, and C double prime as, so that is 14 minus 4, so we get 10. So that is -12 plus 8, so we get -4. C, we have 20 minus 16, we get 4. So here we have 1 times 7 plus 0. So that one gives you 7. We have 1 times -6 plus 0 times -8, which is just the same as -6. We have 1 times 10 plus 0 times 16, which gives us 10. So the coordinates of A double prime becomes 10 7. B double prime is -4 -6. Then C double prime becomes 4 10. And that is our answer there. You have already read your 2 marks in full. So from there we go to Roman 4. A transformation N followed by M can be represented by a single transformation K. Determine K. A transformation N followed by M can be represented by a single transformation K. Determine K. So N followed by M is Mn. So we have to multiply the 2Mn. So our M we have it as 2 -1 1 0, 2 -1 1 0, and N obtained it here as 3 1 4 0. 3 1 4 0. 3 1 4 0. So this is our M. This is our N. So the final one we get this as K. So we have 2 times 3, 36 minus 4. So we have 2. So the other one is 2 times 1. That is 2 plus 0, still 2. The other one is 1 times 3. That is 3 plus 0 times 4. We have it as 3. The next one is 1 times 1. That is 1 plus 0 times 0 is 1. So therefore K should be equal to 2 2 3 1. That is our answer. By doing that, to get your full 10 marks, very simple. So we go to the next one, that is number 22. A particle moves along a straight line such that its displacement s meters from a given point is s is equal to t cubed minus 5t squared plus 3t plus 4, where t is time in seconds. Find A, the displacement of the particle at t is equal to 5. So we just replace it. So we have been told that t is equal to t cubed minus 5t squared plus 3t plus 4. So it will be, where there is t, we replace it with 5. We substitute the value of t with 5. So it will be s is equal to 5 cubed minus 5. Then t is 5. Then it is squared plus 3 into t, our t is 5, then plus 4, which should be equal to 5 cubed is 125 minus, this is just the same as 125 plus 15, then plus 4. So that one gives us 19 meters. As simple as that. So from there we go to part B of the question. The velocity of the particle when t is 5. So the velocity, we have to differentiate the displacements. So velocity should be equal to displacement with respect to, we differentiate this displacement with respect to time. So which will be equal to, that is 3t squared plus 10t plus 3. We have already differentiated it. So at t is equal to 5, b should be equal to 3 into 5 squared plus plus 10 into 5, then plus 3. So which gives us, that is 75 plus 50, 10 plus 3, which gives us 20. This is minus, so it was supposed to be 3t squared minus 10t plus 3t. So it is 3t squared minus 10t plus 3t. At t is equal to 5, it should be 3 into 5 squared minus 10t, 10 into 5 plus 3. So that is 25 plus 3, which gives us 28 meters per second. So go to part C. The values of t when the particle is momentarily at rest. Momentarily at rest means that v is 0. So means that the velocity should be 0. So 3t squared minus 10t plus 3 will be equal to 0. So 3t squared minus 10t plus 3 should be equal to 0. So we solve this one. Our product is 9 and the sum is negative 10. So the two roots has to be negative 9, then negative 1. That when you multiply, you get 9. When you add them, you get negative 10. So it should be 3t squared minus 9t minus t plus 3 is equal to 0. So we solve that one. So 3t into the one that is common is 3t. So you're remaining with t minus 3. So minus 1. So inside we have t minus 3 is equal to 0. So we have 3t minus 1, then t minus 3 is equal to 0. So therefore, 3t minus 1 is equal to 0. So our 3t has to be 1. So that our t is equal to a third, or t minus 3 is equal to 0. So our t is equal to 3. So values of t when the particle is momentarily at rest means that therefore t is either a third seconds or t is 3 seconds. You have your 3 marks. So from there we go to part D, the last bit of the question. The acceleration of the particle when t is 2. The acceleration of the particle when t is 2. So since we have our displacement, velocity, from there we go to acceleration. Acceleration, we have to differentiate the velocity. So it is dv with respect to t, which is just equal to, so differentiate this one, so it gives us 16 minus 10. So at t equal to 2, so it will be equal to, acceleration will be equal to 6 into 2, 10 minus 10. That is 12 minus 10, which gives us, so acceleration is equal to 12 minus 10, which gives us 2 meters per square seconds. So that is it. So by doing that, you obtain your full 10 marks. From that question, we go to the next one. That is number 23. Number 23 in the figure below, O is the center of the circle. PQR is attaching to the circle at Q. Angle PQS is equal to 28 degrees. Angle UTQ is equal to 54 degrees and the UT is equal to TQ. So we have it there in the figure below. O is the center. So it is that one. Is the center of the circle. PQR is attached to the circle at Q, as you can see. Angle PQS is equal to 28 degrees. PQS is equal to 28 degrees. Angle UTQ is 54 degrees. And UT is equal to TQ. UT is equal to TQ. So we can tackle the question. Give you reasons, determine the size of angle STQ. STQ. So we are told to find the size of this angle. That one, when you look at this angle and that one, you realize that they are alternates. So this segment and that one, they are alternate segments. So the angle has also to be equal to 28 degrees. So we see that angle STQ is 28 degrees. Because angles in alternate segment are equal. Angles in alternate so that is it. The two segments are alternate, so the angle must be equal. So angle TQU, angle TQU, we are told to find the angle of the size of angle TQU. So you can draw it there. We asked to find the size of this angle. When you realize the triangle TQU, we realize that it is an isosceles triangle. We all know that the base angles of an isosceles triangle should be equal. So we have 54 in this and that one, whereby they should add up to 180. So we should take 180, subtract 54, then we divide the resulting by 2. So 180 minus 54 should be equal to 126 degrees. So when you divide by 2, should give you so 126 divided by 2 should give you 63 degrees. And that is the size of angle. That is the size of angle TQU. Reason being that base angles of isosceles triangles are equal. Base angles of isosceles triangle are equal. So we go to part C, angle TQS. Angle TQS. So we are told to find the size of this angle. That one is just equal to 35 degrees because angles in a triangle add up to 180. Angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So we have it here as 35 degrees. So we have it like that. So it means that here, remember that angles in a quadrilateral should add up to 180. So since here was 63, and there it was 63, so T63 and TSQ, when you add the two, should give you 180. So here, head to be 100 and so we have 180 minus 63. So should give you 117. So that is how we obtained 35 degrees in this question. Angle TQS. Angle TQS. So we took 28 plus 117. It was 180. Subtract it from 28 plus 117, which was just equal to 35 degrees. Reason being that angles in a triangle add up to 180. Triangle TSQ. From there, we go to the next one. We have reflex angle UOQ. Reflex angle UOQ. So we are asked to find the size of this angle, but we know that angles at the center should be twice the angle on the diameter of a circle. So here should be 54 times 2, whereby we'll have 108. So if you are asked to find the size of angle reflex angle U or Q, we take 360 minus 108. Reason being that angles at a point add up to 360. So 360 minus 108 will get 252 degrees. So there we say that angles at a point add up to 360. Angles at a point add up to 360 degrees. From there, we go to the last question, angle TQR. Angle TQR. The size of this angle is the size of that angle TQR. So we realize that this segment is alternate to this segment. So angle TQR should be equal to 117. Angles in alternate segment are equal. Angles in alternate segments are equal. So from there we go to number 24. So that was the end of that question. That was one of the simplest questions in that paper. 24. A company wishes to buy two types of wash machines, electric and manual. A manual machine requires 4 attendants, whereas an electrical one also requires 4. An electric machine fills 300 packets per hour. A manual one can fill 200 packets per hour. The numbers of packets to be filled are not more than 3,000 per hour, and the number of attendants should be at least 40. By letting X be the number of electric machines and Y be the number of manual machines, answer the following questions. Question A. From all the possible inequalities which will represent the above information. So a company wishes to buy two types of squash machines, electric and manual. A manual machine requires 4 attendants, whereas an electric one also requires 4. An electric machine fills 300 packets per hour. A manual one can fill 200 packets per hour. The numbers of packets to be filled are not more than 3,000 per hour, and the number of attendants should be at least 40. By letting X be the number of electric machines and Y be the number of manual machines, answer the following questions. So X be the number of electric machines and Y be the number of manual machines. A company wishes to buy two types of course machines, electric and manual. A manual machine requires 4 attendants. So if a manual one requires 4 attendants, it means that it is 4 times the manual one, whereby the manual one is Y. Then we had whereas an electric one also requires 4. So the electric one is 4 and the number of electric machines is X. So the number of attendants should be at least 40. So we are here, the number of attendants should be at least 40. So should be at least 40. It means that they have to be equal to or greater than 40. So equal to or greater than 40. So when we simplify it, we'll have X plus Y, which is just the same as Y plus X, should be greater or equal to 10. So because it is divided by 4 through. So the next one, an electric machine fills 300 packets per hour. So if one of the electric machines fills 300, X elect 300. If one electric machine fills 300 packets per hour, so it means that X electric machines will fill 300 X plus a manual one can fill 200 packets per hour. So what about why manual machine? If one can fill 200 packets per hour, what about Y? So it will be 200 Y. The number of packets to be filled are not more than 3,000. So this packet should not be more than 3,000. So that one should not be more than. So this one has to be less. So it will be like this, 3,000. So when we simplify divided by 100, it will be 3x plus 2y is less than or equal to 30. So by letting x be the number of electrical machines and y be the number of manual machines, answer the following questions. Form all the possible inequalities which represent the above information. So we have that one. We also know that the attendance cannot be zero. So how do we represent that one? X should be greater than or equal to 0, and y should be greater than or equal to 0. That one means that attendance are non-negative. Attendance, there is no way that attendance can be negative. Attendance are non-negative. So we are on part B. On the grid provided, draw the inequalities and shade the unwanted region. So and make and draw a curve. Draw it here. So we have 0 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that is x. We have y here. Can get to be 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 10. So we have it like that. So we begin plotting these ones. X is greater or equal to 0. So we go on the x-axis. X has to be greater or equal to 0. And y is greater or equal to 0. So we can see the two of them. There is no way the attendance can be negative. We have it like that. So from there, we go to the next one. For x plus y, we have to draw a table. X plus y is equal to 10. We have x, y. When our x is 10, our y will be 0. When our x is 5, our y will be 5. Now x is 0, our y will be 10. We can plot three of them. So we have 10, 0. 10, 0 is here. We have 5, 5. 5, 5 will be there. We have 0, 10. 0, 10 will be there. Remember, it is a continuous line because it has this equal sign. So when you join the three coordinates, something like that one. So we go to the next one. 3x plus 2y is equal to 30. 3x plus 2y is equal to 30. So you can draw the table so that you can plot that one. We have it like that. Yeah, values of x there, y there. So when our x is 10, when our x is 10, y will be 0. When our x is 8, our y will be 3. When our x is 6, now x is 6, our will be equal to, will be 6. When our x is 2, so our so it will be equal to 13 minus 18, which is 12. So 12 divided by that one will be uh, we are finding when our x is 2. So it will be 2y. 2y is equal to 30 minus 6. So 2y is equal to 24. So it will be 12. Then lastly, when our x is 4, so 2y will be equal to 30 minus 12, which is 28. So it will be y is equal to 14. Yeah, 14. So we can plot the points. We have 10, 0. 10, 0 is there. We have 8, 3. We have 8, 3 uh, there. We have we have 6, 6. We have 6, 6 there. Next one we have 2, 12. 2, 12 is there. Next one we have 4, 14. 4, 10, 14. 4, 9. Say that when our x is 4, so 12. So we can plot those ones. So yeah, it's 9. Oh, it's 49. It's there. So we have already plotted them. So we can now go to the shading. Begin with this one of x plus y is greater than 10. So is this one x plus y greater than 10? So we can decide to take any 2 points. For example, if you take a point like 3, 4, when you take 3, 4, it will be 3 plus 4, that is 7, and 7 is not greater than 10, so that is a lie. That is the unwanted part. So we go to the other one, 3x plus 2y. So 3x plus 2y, it is this one. 3x plus 2y is equal to 30. Can decide to take any 2 points anywhere. For example, if you take this one, that is 610. Now 610, it will be 3x, so that is 18 plus 20, which is equal to 38. 38 is greater than 30, so that is wrong. Our inequality should be 3x plus 2y is less than 30, but 38 is not less than 30. So we appreciate that region. So that is it. Uh, so you're through with, so the required region is this one, the one that is unshaded. But see, if for every hour it is used, an electric machine brings a profit of 200 and a manual one 500 shillings. Determine the number of machines of each type that should be installed in order to maximize profit per hour. Find the maximum profit. So this one, so our objective function it should be equal to 200x 10 plus 3 plus 500 y. So to maximize uh, the maximum was 0, 10. You have 15 there. Maximize of 0, 10, 15. So you can just replace it there. So it will be 200. So it means that there are electric ones, in order to maximize the profit, has to be 0, and the manual one has to be 15 machines. So maximum profit should be equal to 200 in 0 into 0 plus 500 times 15, which gives us 7,500 shillings to be the maximum profits. Uh, that was our last question. Thank you very much for watching. Whereby your grades will be ascended to better grades. Continue subscribing and commenting. See you in our next class.